Hey guys, crew of Blind Wave, I'm Eric.
Aaron.
And we're back with Arrow. With this season 7? Is that right? What'd you do? What happened?
To get it worked in. It's been a while.
Yeah.
It was like,
I'm good. I think I'm good. I'm good.
Of course, I gotta get ready to go like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta get that.
Yes, Aaron, we're back with Arrow.
Yes.
Last season on Arrow, I am the Green Arrow, he said in front of many people. Mm-hmm. And he's in jail. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, last season was the season with Benjamin Linus, right? And
for the first half,
then it went into Richard Dragon.
Yeah.
And then the whole thing was based on like the FBI being like, I'm after you.
Watson,
then when
Agent Watson.
Everything's going to shit, the FBI was like, we're not here now.
Yeah, I know. Eventually they came back though, right? They tried to help.
When he went to them and said, hey, I'll tell you who I am.
Eventually. Yeah, we had a fractured team last season. They kind of came back. Did it change anything, Haas? I'm not sure. We'll see. But we did have a poll last year. And last season. And there were a bunch of comments with it, but we're just going to real quick go over what the options were. And it was, how do you think Oliver Queen will get out of prison next season?
He was going to jail.
Yeah, and I didn't hit that percentage button, so we're going to go with numbers of votes. 79 people said a presidential pardon, because we talked about how they saved the president that one time.
The aliens and stuff.
86 people said he'll break out. 100 people said something else. That was pretty clever a year ago, me, to do that. 168 people said gets a deal by helping someone.
Helping someone.
Like the FBI, Watson, somebody.
Justice League.
Someone else.
Bruce Wayne.
And then 232 people said public opinion or appeal. So, like, public people will be like, hey, let him go. He's there. We like him. Or he'll have an appeal.
No one listens to those people.
No?
Let him out. Like,
sometimes it works. Sometimes it works. We don't know. Okay, well, I think that's gonna be it, Aaron.
Yeah, we'll be having a new poll at the end of this episode and every episode. And we also have our Q&As.
Yep.
So you can do our polls over at patreon.com/blindwave. And you can also do our Q&As at Twitter. You do at blindwaveprod, #ArrowQ&A.
Yes, and with this being the first episode of a new season, you guys can try out our full-length reactions. That's something that we offer to our Patreon supporters. But with the first episode of a new season, you can try it out. Go down to the description, find the link, or I also have it in the pinned comment as well. Okay? Try that out. And then, let's see what this season of Arrow is going to be like. Are you nervous? We liked last season.
Oh, wait, is that
William?
Arrow's...
William.
Oh, shit.
Diaz.
Oliver can't help you.
Dream.
Gotta be a dream.
Dead. Not a dream.
Gotta be a dream.
This is real.
It's gotta be a dream.
This is terrible. Can't believe this is happening. Guess all those Felicity haters finally got what they want. Right out of the gate.
Taking everything from him.
Dream. Aaron, I told you.
Hey, I'm sleeping. Look at his beard.
Yeah. Keep it.
Morning, 4587.
Dang, he's still working out.
Well, yeah. When I was in jail, I worked out. I did. No, I did.
What'd you do?
I don't know. I was only there a couple hours.
Watch Arrow.
What?
Isn't that Stardust?
Oh, is that who that is?
Yeah. Cody Rhodes.
Shit.
Right. A bunch of dudes.
Oh, someone's taking his... What the fuck is that shit?
Oh, shit.
Eat that, right?
It's Michael J. White from Suicide Squad. Bronze Tiger, right?
Why is he there?
Beautiful day.
Ooh.
Man.
Jail.
The jail sound.
He kind of hurt.
It's definitely you. I'm a big fan. You failed this city.
Okay, I'm not that person anymore, all right?
What the hell?
He was so far back.
He had a cup still full. Oh, distraction to attack him.
Yeah. Brick is like superhuman, isn't he? Take on 3 of them. Shit. Oh. Jeez, Michael J. White.
Look, I'm on my way over now. Okay.
Well, that's not the right Arrow.
That's an Arrow sound. Oh, through his hand. Who is it?
I'm the Arrow.
Diggle?
Tech won't be Diggle, right?
Can't be you.
You wanted to be Arrow
The
forever.
incident report.
How are William and Felicity?
Still safe and sound in witness protection. Set up surveillance 24/7.
Right now. This is what I have to do.
Don't lose yourself in Arrow.
I'll be okay.
I want to talk to your captain.
You sure about that?
Oh.
Hey.
Because Officer Anastas is a lot more patient than I am.
Dips.
Lady Captain. Nice.
Guys, remember,
Wow, no.
always keep
Oh,
your
it's straight.
hands high. That's your guard.
That's his daughter.
Tony, yeah. In and out. Yeah, but keep your
Right.
distance.
Look like it.
Nice one, Peanut.
Yeah.
Peanut.
badge punch things.
Not into blondes myself.
Damn it.
Clint.
Wouldn't want this conversation to get messy.
You know I can just take that from you, right?
Well, that'd be a good thing.
You got it.
I want to see that new green
I
arrow.
got you.
Aw,
My
kid,
man.
what are you doing?
That depends. How much money you got, little man?
He's not interested.
Think of
You followed me?
And that can't be good for anybody.
Get down.
You realize who he is?
Hey, you that vigilante guy, right?
Good job, man. The actor's doing it too.
It's all one shot, isn't it? Look at that. Oh, oh.
Oh, who is it? That is not Diggle.
Diggle wouldn't shoot guys with a hand. Maybe. Damn, this guy's just like killing me. At least I think he is.
Oh shit! Who?
Dude, that's a green arrow.
The only people I know that's still out.
Oh, what's this?
Who is that?
Where?
Is this a
Me and you?
flashback to the island?
Me and you?
Are we doing flashbacks again?
I don't know who that was. Who was it? I don't know who that was.
Radu.
I like his place.
Hey, do you have any idea who's under that mask?
We have reason to believe that a vigilante impersonating
She's
the
a
Green
DA,
Arrow is
right?
out there.
She
While
took
we're
over
still
Laurel Lance's
pursuing
thing?
leads as to the identity of this unknown assailant, we can tell you
Any guesses on who this might be?
Well, my money was on John.
Whoever it is, they won't be hiding under the hood for long.
Okay, they're gonna go at it as Argus and cops.
What is
What are
this?
we doing?
I'm
Who
not
are
coming
these?
back. I hope you do.
Is this the new
You
Green
pay a lot of
Arrow?
money to do very stupid things.
I mean, this guy has to be the new Arrow guy. Why else have we seen him?
And he's on Lian where the Arrow is trained.
Robert Queen.
Yeah.
Did Queen have another son?
No. Maybe, I don't know.
He said he was looking for someone, right? That's why he said he was coming here.
That would be weird.
It's like a half brother of Oliver.
Oliver.
He can't show weakness at all, you know?
Wait, the guard's doing anything. They're standing there.
Just looking.
Fuck this
They
place.
literally were just looking.
All blur, all cops.
You don't know what his motives are. You don't even know who he is.
I know he could have let me die and he didn't. That's good enough for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of good enough for
You sure
me
he
too.
saved you? Or were you just not his target? Because there's a big, big difference.
Yeah. I get what Dinah's saying. I like it though.
But it makes sense now why there's a new Green Arrow out there. Because the old one is a coward.
Lights out!
You can't be responsibility, you know?
Yeah. I mean, they'll just use him against him.
Close to $1 million
shows.
worth of product here. No thanks.
All right, he's here. He's here. Who is it? I like the mystery.
Who's shooting at what?
She's with Argus. Okay. Those are Argus men, weren't they?
So, yeah, I think it's a mix of Argus and police. Got Oliver moves.
Oh! Get over here! Oh, damn!
Jason's dead. You have failed the city.
He was gonna kill him.
Don't be stupid.
Oh!
What was
Dude,
that?
he must have had something ready. That new Arrow theme was awesome. Who is it?
Wow.
It was like, whoa, and it was going dun 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 dun. Wild dog, let him go! Ha!
hiding.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
I'm so hyped, I gotta flex.
You never should have come here.
Damn it! Was that Oliver? Who's that? That couldn't have been Oliver, right?
That wasn't Oliver.
Shit!
Diaz.
Aaron, you're a hard woman to find.
Oh, fuck. How was he all beat up? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. He's naked fighting! Oh, damn.
I want to save you now.
Jeez. Fighting guys naked. I love it so much. Hit with your dick.
I killed his wife.
Oh, thank God you want to lock
Run now!
Oh, me! No, Felicity's fighting Diaz? What?
She's a barista. One of the heroes.
I mean, she's fucking going for it. Oh, God! Oh, I was weird.
Once you get out of there, he's gonna do a take you eventually.
Yeah. Oh, damn! Yeah, I didn't think so.
You know you don't have phone privileges. Got a visitor, though.
Fuck. Who?
Diaz? Oh my God, she's okay.
Oh! How'd she get out of it?
He let her go. He took William.
No, there's no way he let her go.
Yeah. Okay, keep practicing.
Where did he get money?
And when we get back,
The new Arrow.
ripping these bags apart.
Why does the new Arrow have money?
He got that 400K.
You gave him some?
You took the cryptocurrency.
Stop, D.
Giving him money.
What brings you to these parts?
They said they opened up to find cash waiting. It seems like 15 other hard-up businesses from the Glades also got the same exact amount that went missing from the weapons buy the other night. And for a city, man.
She'll come around.
Because I'm not going to give you a second warning.
She'll come around. Stay strong, Wild Dog. I'm so glad I can root for him again. Jesus.
Queenie don't look too hot there. Maybe I can help you.
Oh, fuck you!
That guard just sitting.
I'm not stuck in here with you.
Stand down.
Holy fuck, that would kill you! 45 pounds!
You should have killed me.
Fuck, I got chills. Oh shit, he's got a list.
He's got a book.
Season 1. What is this?
Who sent you?
It's Roy.
But you know my father.
That's Roy.
How am I supposed to know who your old man is?
That's Roy.
No. My father.
That's
Stole the
William!
Queen.
It's a flash forward!
What?
It's a flash forward! They're doing flash forwards! They're lost enough this bitch! We're done? No, don't be done!
That's a really good episode.
That was the best premiere episode, just episode of Arrow in 2-3 years for me.
I think it was really good.
Just because every little thing was on fire. Like it didn't go to one thing, and I'm like, all right, we'll get back to the other stuff that I really like in a bit. Everything was great.
I think it's my favorite premiere episode.
I love the mystery. Wait, so we still don't know who this Arrow.
No, there's still another Arrow who has a list and everything.
So that's a flash forward. How old is William here? He looked like he was at least 20 something.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, it's really good casting because when I first saw him come off the boat, I was like, kind of looks like Oliver.
Yeah.
Like young Oliver.
Yeah, well, that's why I was like, also like, you look at Robert Queen, like maybe he's related to Robert Queen. He was looking for someone, and stuff like that. So I don't know, maybe.
Dude, Roy is living on the island.
Yeah, I don't know. Wasn't the island all blown up? Like, is it just fine?
It blew up.
It blew
but
a hell of a lot up.
This is years later.
Yeah.
It didn't like fall apart into the ocean.
I don't know. It blew up all over Van Blue.
Yeah,
all
but
over.
It's been a couple of years. It's an island. It grows up.
All over.
It's fine. It's still there.
Robert's body and stuff just sitting there.
Yeah.
It's fine. It blew up everywhere.
Yeah, we're buried.
I guess everyone lived, so.
Yeah, right? Who died? Samantha. Oh my gosh. Oh, what a great episode. But that ending is blowing my mind. That's so funny. They did 5 seasons of flashbacks, skipped a season, and now they're doing flash forwards? Or is this just the only flash forward we get? Could it be Roy? Could he be the Green Arrow?
I don't know.
I mean, he went with Thea.
He left with Thea to go do the stuff with the pits, the pools, whatever.
But I don't know. It could be Roy. That's so fucking cool, though. He's like an older, grizzled Roy.
Yeah. Well, you're like, it's Roy. I'm like, is it?
Yeah, I wrote Roy. I'm
Roy.
like, when I first saw him, he's like, I'm not Oliver Queen or I'm not the Green Arrow. When I saw him, like, he kind of looks like Roy, but like he was upside down. But I was like, he looks different too, but because he was older. Oh man, I am so fucking hyped for Arrow in a way that I haven't been for a really long time. We got a mystery. We have a Green Arrow working by himself with a list, crossing them off.
I don't know who it is.
I mean, William wants to learn about his father. Like,
why?
Does that mean that
Oliver?
Oliver's not there?
Yeah. Did he die? Is he still in jail? How long is he supposed to be in jail? You know what I mean? Like, he was arrested for vigilante and murder, maybe. I don't know. Like, he could spend a life in there.
What if, and this is not true because I don't think Green Arrow would go there, this is future William, who's come back in time to be with his dad a little bit more, just like Nora has with Barry.
What? No.
That would be so great if over on Flash, he's like, I gotta go pick up my boyfriend. Your boyfriend? Yeah. He's the Green Arrow. What? Okay.
I just,
man, my mind is blown. There's a lot of stuff in this episode. The only thing honestly I didn't love was the very obvious dream opening.
Yeah.
That was the only thing. I think you should have started with the day by day Oliver, thing. But that's my only nitpick in this.
Yeah, but I guess it's there to show like,
yeah,
this is a dream that he's having. He's afraid of his
What's
family.
on his mind?
So
yeah.
he's not being the Oliver we knew.
Yeah.
Because he's thinking of them, he's trying to be good.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just trying to get us in his mind state. So not even even if you don't look at it as like, oh well, they were trying to trick us. It's just like, well, they're trying to get us in what he's afraid of and what he's thinking of, I guess.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of people though with all that. It was
so cool seeing the villains.
With Diaz showing up and Brick and
Bronze Tiger,
and Stardust,
Samson, but I think it's Stardust.
Right.
I wrote Dust Star accidentally.
Dust Star.
But it's Gold Dust's son from the WWE. I think they called it, like, Stardust was his wrestling name, one of his characters, and I think they used that kind of for like the drug that he had, or I may be wrong, but Samson is what they call him. Yeah. And does he still have his like immortal stuff?
I don't know. Did they heal him with that?
I can't remember. I think so.
Kind of like shot they gave him or something.
Yeah. And then we had Captain Dinah Drake.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, because
we lost
Lance. Yeah, I don't like thinking about that. So we're gonna move on. And then Renee's training people, including his daughter.
Yeah.
Which I'm really glad that's happening. His daughter seems a lot more grown up than this one.
I know. At first I was like, that's the same one, right? And
yeah.
I was like looking at her and
the same, yeah. It's been 5 months in the show.
Because sometimes they like do that jump and they have another kid. Like, that kind of looks like the same kid, but it's different.
Well, like what they did here with William and they have real William. They have real William, then they have adult William, Like, I could see sometimes when, like Vikings sometimes will like, oh, yeah, we did a time skip. Like, how long? These guys aged like 30 years.
Yeah.
Okay. I loved it. I love Oliver scratching off his numbers,
Yeah.
Like being like, fuck this. I love that he has the Count of Monte Cristo book.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a man who was wronged, who was sent to prison wrongfully, vows to get vengeance, escapes,
Yeah.
and then creates this alter ego that he uses to get his wife, and then he realizes his son back.
Yeah. I mean, he wasn't wrongfully sent, but everything else matches.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly why.
No, I mean Oliver.
Oh, no, of course.
Like, as far as comparison-wise, I feel like most everything fits except for, like...
Yeah, well, wrongfully sent in the spirit of, because he's a vigilante, he's doing wrong, but we all know that he's a hero. Wrongfully. He shouldn't be there. He doesn't belong in prison.
Superman should go to prison.
It's weird. Like, it seems like everybody's okay with the Flash, and I know it's a different Earth, but everybody's okay with Supergirl.
Yeah.
Except over Supergirl, they seem to be okay with her and Superman, but Guardian can't be Guardian. That's just weird. By the way, I watched Supergirl. It was great.
Yeah.
Did you know that one chick that was in the support group with Martian Manhunter. That was Sabine from Rebels.
She voices Sabine?
Yeah.
She's in The Good Place.
No, is she? She was awesome in that episode. But I was like, that's whatever her name is, Sabine.
I know she was.
Sabine Wren. Okay, sorry. I watched it. It was good.
The fights were good. I love the shower fight.
The shower fight was so awesome.
Yeah, Wild Dog's fight was like a one shot for a bit.
It
was. It
was
a nice, long, going at it. And
yeah.
It was cool, and it looked like the actor is there the whole time doing the fight, and it was great.
I know that a lot of people have said that they don't like recent Arrow fights just because of the flashiness and stuff, and I get it for a bit, but I've always appreciated the cinematography and how those stunt doubles do their work. Always. That's never stopped for me. But that shower fight was so fucking brutal and so well edited to hide that guy's dick. You know?
It was.
And he just looks bigger. He's got the beard. I'm really liking the prison thing, but when he, crossed out all those numbers, I'm like, get the fuck out of here, But I want to stay here for a bit. I want, welcome to Green Arrow's prison, Yeah,
I like it actually, I don't want to just vigilantes again, I want to have that build up of what's going on. I like the dynamic with the characters right now, where there's some tension of what they want to do, especially between Dinah and Renee.
Yeah.
But you're not getting a sense of we're not together.
Yeah.
No, we're separate.
I know. I keep saying it because it was so silly and stupid, the stuff they did last year, in my opinion. But I instantly fell back in love with Renee. And I was so frustrated with a lot of the stuff that he did last season. Dinah, I was very frustrated with all the stuff that she did. But it was nothing for me to turn back and be like, I love you guys. Really, it was kind of weird how instant I was back on their side.
You know who I want to love that I don't think I should? D.A. Laura Lance.
That one scene,
that seemed like Laurel there.
I mean, Black Siren is she's very capable over on that other Earth. She's very capable here. But, yeah, I believe that she would be kind of like a master of disguise, and she's literally herself here.
Well, last season she was studying law books and stuff, right? And all right.
I mean, if you could do that in 5 months, that's pretty impressive and become DA. But everybody thinks that she's Laura Lance.
Well, the thing too is
was the DA's whatever, right?
It's not. I mean, she has to know enough to pass by as the DA. It wasn't I got to get enough knowledge to become DA. So she was all hey, you're DA, I guess, right? They just kind of put her, hey, she's back here. You go, take this.
Oliver Queen can be mayor. She can be DA.
I guess. I don't know. So, I don't know. I'm interested to see what they do with that character, because that was big last season and whatnot. With her, she was a big part of everything. Diaz running around, and then Argus. A lot of it's going to Argus now, so I'm assuming Felicity's gonna be helping Argus. You have Diggle, who's they said using a lot of resources, and Lila, right? His wife's name.
Yeah.
Trying to smooth things over because of all the resources he's using.
And they got Curtis doing head of R&D for Argus too.
So,
you know what's
you thought it was anybody of the Vigilante Arrow team that was in that Arrow suit.
Who could it be?
Curtis, Dingle.
We still don't know.
Wild Dog.
We still don't know, do we?
I like that Wild Dog though. Renee was like, I thought it was John.
Yeah, I know. But who? Maybe that could be our poll or something. We'll figure out.
Tommy Merlin.
Tom. Oh my God! Don't start. Human Target. I don't know. We'll get there. One thing that I thought, as it was happening, I was thinking of the idea in my head that, here's an idea, and I hated it. But watching it, it wasn't bad. Was Felicity versus Diaz? If you said there's a scene in here where Felicity beats up Diaz, I would've been like, that's stupid. He's supposed to be very threatening, and Felicity is a threatening person behind the computer and in her mind, but not necessarily physically. But I bought it. She just was. It was just like a mom protecting a cub kind of thing.
Yeah, it went she hit him with the hot coffee, which was a distraction there, and then she just brutally started trying to grab something and just hit him with it.
Yeah.
But then once he was able to get composure, he could take her.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, as it was happening, there was a cynical part in my head going But I watched it and I really, really enjoyed it. So I just wanted to put that out there because that was a thing inside my head that happened in a split second. But I was conflicted and then I wasn't. So
I love her hair.
Yeah, the hair and the piercings, I mean, she's a fucking fox. She always has been, but there I can't believe it. And I have ringing in my ears whenever she's on screen. Sometimes I can't hear what she's saying. Ear? No, in both my ears.
Oh, you always have ringing in that ear.
Yeah. Everybody knows.
Oh, that's a dick.
No, Radu. I'm like, isn't that a DC? That's DC something. Radu. I don't know what's connected to though.
It's a spaghetti sauce.
Maybe. Ragu. Everybody knows that Wild Dog is Wild Dog. I wrote that down. Everybody's like, we don't know it's you. I like that.
Because he was on for the trial.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, why even put a mask on at that point, you know? But I still like seeing it.
It's a good thing no one else saw him except for Dinah up there. Because anyone would be like, Renee, you know?
True. True. Diaz was able to reach into the arms of the prison, or the wings of the prison, and strike at Oliver. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think he's in control of the other villains. They seem to have their own thing. All those guys were like a
the
hit
attack
squad.
in the shower was from Diaz, whereas like at first I thought the other guys might have been too, but I don't think they were. Which I wonder if they were working on planning. They had a 3-man thing. It has to be escape or something, right?
I would say escape. I mean, that might be a way of him getting out, is having to work with the villains.
Yeah, but once he gets out, what does that give him? You know what I mean?
Everybody knows it's him. I don't know how this.
I'm saying, like, once he's out,
I think it's
just running.
It's got to be for me. It's got to be a matter of like, we have no other recourse. We need the Green Arrow. Get Oliver Queen.
I guess
I think that's what's.
I was like, once he's out, he's trying to save the city. Like, if you get seen, you're gonna get got. You know, like.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, with the CO York and all those people don't really like all of the guys in the prison, like the guards. They don't care.
So you're thinking the Ghostbuster route? Like, shit, things are really bad. Somebody give me the Ghostbusters.
Kinda. What I think would be cool if Oliver takes that obviously shitty prison and makes it the world's most best behaved lockdown prison ever.
Like everyone inside's being good because the Arrow's there.
Yeah, like everybody's like, you know, you better ship up. I'm gonna send you to the fucking wherever Arrow is. And all the criminals like, oh fuck, I don't want to go there. Have you heard about what happens there? If that happens, and then that is like the good behavior, that's like, we need Green Arrow to do what he did in the prison.
You gotta leave him in there, and then all the prisoners are good.
No, he's getting trained.
It's reforming.
He's getting trained. The guards are all gonna have bows and arrows and shit. That'd be great. That'd be great.
I don't even. That's the only thing that irritated me. Like, guards were not doing anything.
Well, I think that's the point. Like, the place sucks so bad they don't do it. Yeah,
it didn't. I got one guy just getting his ass kicked.
Yeah,
and that one guard was like,
yeah,
like walking away.
I thought it was a little much of that guy laying all that shit at Oliver's feet. You know, but I also understand
the guard.
The dude.
Oh, the little guy.
The dude got beat. Yeah,
it's your fault.
You know, it's like, yeah, I know things suck. And Oliver has set himself up to be like the person you come to when you need help. So it's a very complicated thing. I love the theme that we saw. We heard when we got the new Arrow, like actually fighting in the like when Argus showed up and all that stuff.
Yeah,
it was kind of like a techno.
It has an
almost futuristic Arrow theme.
Yeah, it has like an electric-y sound to it.
Yeah, but then under it, you could kind of hear the no.
It had like, wow.
Yeah.
Like that kind of stuff going on.
No. Oh, naked fight. He was very much Robin Hood in this episode, wasn't he? The new Arrow. He
robbed from the rich, gave to the poor.
He robbed from the rich and the corrupt and gave to the poor and the needy. I loved it. Oliver never did that, did he? Give out money?
I don't remember.
I mean, he just lost all of his money.
He just arrested people.
Yeah, exactly.
He ain't got no money. He needed the money. He should have just taken that.
Yeah.
I thought that guy was going to take that money and be like, I got what I came for.
Right.
All right.
Last thing I really have is that William is going to boarding school. And he got an arrowhead, and it's like, hey, you're off the show.
I wonder what's going to happen with that. Like, they have a William in the future that came back. Look, connections.
It could be a way of like.
Does he never come back again?
Yeah.
And never sees his father again?
Look, I never thought that the young William was a particularly great actor, as opposed to someone like Renee's kid. Renee's kid is awesome. I think that girl that does a great job as Zoe. William, there's been a couple of times where I'm like, I wonder if this is a way of keeping the William character around in the flash forwards, but not have to have him necessarily in the present day stuff. But he's still being thought of. He's still being protected. I don't love the idea of Felicity sending him off to boarding school because that seems like, I mean, Oliver was counting on you to protect him, and now he's alone. He doesn't have his mom, he doesn't have his dad, he doesn't have Felicity. That kind of sucks, but I get what she's going for. It is, to me, seems maybe more of like a, let's write this character out of the present story.
I mean, maybe like Diaz found Felicity, and thus William was in more danger because of how he was searching for them.
So it's,
whereas if you just hide a kid in some boarding school somewhere that they don't know, like maybe there's no trail of finding them. Whereas like somehow the Felicity thing, like I don't know.
Yeah, it to me it seems maybe a little easy in a way of not having to show William. But I guess I get it. It feels a little wrong of me, or for I think of Felicity. Maybe I feel wrongly, but for Felicity that she would leave that kid alone after everything he's lost. And now, like, you know, it's like I lost my mom. My dad will always protect me. I lost my dad. My dad's girlfriend or wife will always protect me. I lost her now too. Now I'm at boarding school. But maybe it'll be awesome. And he eventually makes his way to Lian-Yu and tries to learn about his dad, and I'm assuming be trained by Roy.
I hope they do this stuff well. And I don't want the flash forwards them to like write themselves into a corner of like, well, doesn't this happen? How does this happen if you guys do this?
I understand.
You guys killed William at the end of this season, but in the future he shows up. You know what I mean? Like something like that happens.
You know, it'd be some fucking shit if we find out this Roy has one arm and has a robot arm, and he's Arsenal.
Why?
That'd be awesome.
Is it clone Roy?
No, it doesn't have to be the clone Roy.
He just has a robot arm. Where did he get a robot arm from? You talking to Danny Rand?
I don't know. Fucking Curtis make. It's the future, baby. We don't know.
I guess.
Wouldn't that be kind of cool? If it was Arsenal that Roy is now?
No, he was Arsenal before. I just want Arsenal. I just want him.
It would be kind of cool.
Thea's dead.
It would be kind of cool, you know.
Where's Thea?
I don't know, but I haven't been this excited for a season of Arrow in a long time. I was already excited because I thought the Supermax stuff would be kind of cool.
Season 5 was good.
Like, this blew the Barry Allen in prison stuff out of the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goldberg.
Except for Goldberg. I like Goldberg.
Goldberg, yeah.
I like Goldberg. All right. Well, we want to find out what people were talking about on Twitter?
Yeah, I suppose so. I suppose we can. All right, guys, so we're going to do our Q&As. It is on Twitter. You can tag us at BlindWaveProd.
Yep.
Hashtag Arrow Q&A.
Yep.
Allison says, if you were sent to jail, what would your crime be and why?
Well, I know what mine was. What's yours?
My crime? I don't know. I gotta get somebody to jail because I was arguing with the cop or something.
Yeah? Arguing with the cop. Like, I'm right.
How is that?
No, it would be, for me, it would be something just stupid and negligent. Not on purpose, probably.
Not on purpose.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't do anything bad, but
yeah,
sometimes I don't do what I'm supposed to.
You did stuff bad. Yeah. You did something bad, and a cop showed up, found something else bad you were doing, arrested you, took you to jail.
Yeah, for reasons that weren't right.
Huh?
I got out.
He came to the door for reasons that were right.
That's true. Yeah, you were complicit in.
Nope, I wasn't in there. That was you and Shane, I think.
It was Blind Wave. Blind Wave did this to me.
You should have just gotten trash.
Go to the first Christmas mailbag, I think.
Yeah, it's our first Christmas
that we did, and you'll hear the whole story.
JP just says, flash forward, older William, older Roy. What?
That was fucking crazy. Like, I really kind of... It wasn't the same as when it happened to me in another big show that did a fast flash forward after doing so many flashbacks. Because that one was so crazy.
Yeah.
But when it happened, and I realized what I had been seeing, that was great.
Joseph also says, flash forwards, Allison says, I can't be the only one who loves Felicity's hair. Like,
no, you're not.
Not at all.
No.
Not at all.
I am the only one. I've taken it for myself. Now no one else can like her.
Nope. She took my name, so... For 1 second. Aaron! Aaron!
I know, damn it. There's no way I can't say anything to that.
Alright, Xavier says, do you think the new Green Arrow could be William from the future coming to the past to change things like Nora?
That's the first thing I kind of thought of after that, you know? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think Arrow would go time travel.
No. It's usually more grounded.
I mean, to be fair, they cross over with a lot of shit, and they have metas and stuff now. But, I don't know. Yeah, I think you're right.
Sarah says, what do you think the ending of the episode means for Oliver's future? Like, is he dead? Is he searching? Is he lost? Like, is Oliver gone? He said he was looking for someone. Was he looking for Roy?
He wants to learn about his dad. Does that mean maybe his dad's still in prison? Maybe he got lost in crisis with his buddy Barry. I don't know. You're right in the sense of like, okay, now you have to consider all this shit as your season goes forward, as your seasons go forward.
Yeah. Like, they could easily write themselves into a corner of being like, well, fuck, I wanted to do this, but we can't because we did this.
Yeah. I wonder how long it is.
How far in the future?
Yeah, like how old is William then? How old is he supposed to be now?
Yeah, I don't know. Martinez says, the season 7 premiere was fantastic and I'm still speechless. The twist at the end had my jaw on the floor. I'm beyond excited for all the flash forwards to come. What do you think of this new narrative? Also, the parallel Oliver-Felicity fight scene blew my mind.
In terms of the new narrative, I think that it's almost expected that they would do something like this, yet it's still unexpected for me. Like, I didn't think they would, but if someone was like putting up like, you know, pieces of paper or theories of like what could Arrow do next, I think flash forward is an obvious one. It's still surprising though, which is the best kind of surprise, one that's surprising but obvious. So that's what I think.
It's good. And I love like they started and you're like, fuck, what are we flashing back to now? Who is this person? Why is there an arrow here? What's going on? So yeah, it's good. I like it.
Because it makes you think like, oh, okay, so this new Green Arrow kind of went on a similar journey like
that's why I was like, okay, maybe it's like Robert Queen had a half-brother, and he went looking for his father, who's dead, and he became another Arrow.
It's like that random time that the Winchesters had a third brother, and then, you know, it was Michael, and then he got stuck in the cage, and they forgot about him.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Fuck that guy.
Like during the musical episode they had, they were like, whatever happened to Adam or whatever his name was? And they're like, oh shit, we forgot about him. Yeah, it reminds me of that, if that was the case, but I don't think it is.
One thing we haven't talked about is this here. Martinez says, broke my heart when Felicity was visiting Oliver in prison. Steven and Emily were so good in that scene, which I thought was great
That was unlike any other Felicity Oliver scene. Because sometimes Felicity and Oliver start talking to each other, and my eyes kind of glaze over. But this one, the scales fell from my eyes. It was really so amazing.
Yeah. And it was hitting because like there was kids and the wife and all that kind of stuff. Things
They're
so
both
things I could relate to about like helping William and gotta protect him.
Like they're both so hurt, like emotionally, physically, and there's literally something separating them. They can't touch each other. They can't confide in each other. They want to and they can't. It's really
and Martino said, quick question, Aaron. Blonde Felicity or pink-haired Felicity? She looked pretty hot in pink. Pink is really close to red. So I'm sticking with the pink. It's very good.
I don't know why, but the piercings do it for me.
Really?
More than the hair.
I don't care about the piercing so much, but
I don't know.
I like the hair.
Yeah.
Superhero 4803 says, after seeing the end of this episode, do you think this will be the final season?
I could see why you could do that, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, if I was gonna have a final season having flash forwards to like, well, here's some things that are gonna happen that we'll never get to.
Yeah,
would be a good way to go about it.
Sure.
Versus being like, well, here's flash forwards. Okay, now whenever we get there, we gotta keep that stuff in mind of what happened, you know, or whatever we write story wise, we gotta keep in mind. So
I mean, I think that at the very least they're gonna try to go for 10.
Horror Master says, great episode. The way they brought Roy back, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
How did you guys like the ending?
You'll see as you watch.
It's good. Pretty good. Farid Ahmed says, love the episode, but how did Diaz lose a one-on-one fight with Felicity? LOL. He didn't.
Yeah, he didn't.
Did you watch?
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, it felt very real. Where I think he expected Felicity to be way more intimidated and fearful than she was. And granted, she was intimidated, she was fearful, but this woman's been living with Oliver Queen. You know, she knows how to fight back.
I mean, she's done some fight training and stuff like that too.
A little bit.
Besides that, there was the coffee thing. So Diaz was distracted with coffee. Then she grabbed like a poker.
Yeah. And
just started beating him. And I think it turned into more of a mother defending her child thing, like lifting fucking cars off the kids and all that kind of stuff. And it was just her just defending William, getting William to get away. And then once he got his composure, like I said before, he just picked her up, threw her on the table. Yeah. And then he's like, I'm gonna get you.
Once he kind of like, he picked himself up and like, what the hell's going on? Stop! you know? Yeah.
So, I mean, he didn't lose it. And then Argus showed up, and that's how she got away. Yeah. But from the implications of that, Diaz got away when Argus got there too?
I guess.
Right? Like Argus didn't catch him?
I guess so. All right. And, you know, I know this can be a subject where people might misinterpret some things that you say, but I mean, I truly don't believe Felicity should hold a candle to Diaz in terms of physical fighting. You know, she's a very strong woman, but in other areas.
Yeah.
You know,
Remember how tough it was, like Oliver when he was fighting Diaz one-on-one. So I don't think in a normal fight it would be like that. But just for like that small, that small like what 10 seconds, like she was able to get an advantage and try to use it, but it didn't last long.
And I'm not saying like a woman wouldn't be able to fight Diaz. Like if Sarah Lance were here, I expect his ass to get kicked. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying.
Dobby or Dobby, I never know which one it is.
Yep.
Says, I loved the atmosphere of this episode. You really felt the weight of Oliver's new position as he was trying his best not to explode. Do you think Felicity should have went with William since now he's alone, or do you think she was right to stay?
I really dislike the idea of that kid being alone, but I'm almost excited by the prospects and the story paths that will happen without that character in it almost. And we can have it in the flash forwards and not have to deal with, a kid. So I'm kind of 50-50, maybe 60-40 on it in favor of what happened.
Andrew says the only question that matters, whose beard is best, Calvin, Rick, or Steven? Well, mine.
Steven. It's just so, you have to have that body to pull off those beards, and they don't have those bodies.
Dobby says, do you think Oliver will escape or will he get out legally?
I still don't know. I figure it would have to be either he escapes and then gets charges dropped later, as he's on the run / avoiding the police, or they let him out. I just can't see long term him just being out. You know?
For him to be out, I feel like it has to be legally.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's putting everyone that has immunity in danger, his kids and all that kind of, or his kid and his wife.
Yeah.
They'd have to just run. He couldn't just be Oliver Queen anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
He'd have to go in hiding. And if he wants to protect Star City, I feel like it'd be hard for I'm going to stay in Star City, I'm going to be the Arrow, and.
The interesting thing about this episode is we don't currently have a city new threat. It's a personal thing with Diaz. The city seems to be okay. Granted, there's a lot of crime, but Diaz isn't back and taking over or anything. He's pretty obsessed with finding them. So that's interesting.
Kevin Velasquez says, if the SCPD is concerned that vigilantes make them look bad, but they are unable to handle super criminals, couldn't they deputize a group of vigilantes as a task force to keep them as a reserve unit?
I wouldn't mind that.
It's not a bad idea. They had a special task force to take on vigilantes.
Anti-vigilante task force.
You should take... The only thing the issue, I guess, would be trying to get the vigilantes to not understand, but to work with the police and have to now you have these people you got to listen to. You can't do it how you want to do it.
People don't know that Dinah is a black canary, right?
I don't think so.
They know about Renee because he's the one that came forward.
Yeah, because
I was wondering, okay, if she were, let's say everybody knew it was her, but she got an immunity deal and she's still captain, would she be allowed to use her canary cry in the line of duty? I think you would be able to, right? You can do anything else.
You might as well.
There's
maybe you need a permit.
Yeah. Maybe there might be some avenue you can operate there.
Kevin also says, why does Brick have a vendetta against Oliver? Oliver was dead when Brick was in Star City and only fought Team Arrow, Wildcat, and Malcolm.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a continuity error, or does he just hate vigilantes in general?
Probably just hates the idea of a hero. And, who inspired all those people? Who was spit in the face of crime and the criminal authority? It's probably something like that. Just we are on different teams. I think. I said a lot. I'm sorry.
Is it the thing you used to always say all the time?
I say a lot, and Shane says what I mean a lot.
Greg says, do you think that was the biggest twist from any CWDC show ever?
The biggest twist ever? It's pretty good.
It's really pretty good. I like it a lot. I can't think of any other twists right offhand.
Harrison Wells being the Reverse Flash is cool, but it's one of those things that you kind of piece together because it happens slowly. Mm-hmm. Jake Garrick is Zoom, because you called that the first episode.
I did! Man, you talked me out of it.
It was so obvious. I was like, no, it can't be that. So yeah, sure, this is the best one.
How do we know we can trust this new guy?
This is the best one.
He's probably the bad guy. He's probably Zoom.
God showing up anytime that happens. That's a twist. That's best.
Robert says, where do you think Thea is in the Flash Forward, and do you think Roy will appear in modern day Star City?
Maybe she's Ra's al Ghul.
Maybe.
Or
maybe
Rach.
she's dead. Maybe that's why he went to this island.
Maybe.
All the queens are dead? That'd be terrible.
That would be terrible.
And Kitty says, like, what do you think of Arrow doing time travel shenanigans, and how or who could have done the time traveling? If this is time travel, there shouldn't be any Flash Forward problems like Season 4 Grave, right? And then Toast Knight also said, so did Nora forget to mention that she brought William with her from the future? I think it makes sense if he came back to take down criminals his dad couldn't.
He would be a lot older than Nora if that was the same timeline, so I don't think that's connected. I don't know. I just, for some reason, I don't think that they went time travel with it. I don't know. It could very well just be Roy.
Yeah.
Like, be the current Roy, and he just, for some reason, came back.
Or another Earth. They have another Earth Laurel here.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know.
I want to say, like, that's not Green Arrow doesn't do that, but they do that kind of stuff.
They did. They brought in Laurel, you know? She came from another Earth.
Yeah.
I mean, it happened in Flash first.
Yeah.
But then it came over here. 16-Bit says, do you think we'll only see Roy in the Flash Forward or in the current timeline as well?
I hope we see him in the current timeline. I really like Roy with his hat he had last time. Remember he said, like, just a ball cap when he was fighting. It was great.
Crusader says, every season starts with Oliver running through trees and brush.
It does.
That was, what was it, Season 4?
Mm-hmm.
Remember that when he's like running through trees and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden like he's just running for a jog through the trees.
Yeah.
Now it starts with William running through brush. Nice detail. What part do you think William will play this season?
I
don't know.
I kind of have the suspicion that it'll only be flashback stuff and that we're not going to see much of him. Yeah, okay.
Magnus says, halfway through the episode, that Green Arrow has got to be Roy. That flip off the car seals it for me. Hopefully they don't reveal it at the end.
Didn't remind me of a Roy flip for some reason. At least I didn't think about that, but maybe I'll have to go back and look.
Yes, he also says, a trunk full of guns and they fight with hands. Weak! Well, he lit it on fire.
Yeah.
Well, no, that was after. No. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
A lot of people are asking if they're bringing in time travel.
I mean, that was kind of my first thought, and then I talked myself out of it, but maybe I did what you did with Zoom and Jay Garrick.
Crusader also says about that Arrow, looks like Roy had a needless clip. Come on.
I guess.
Oh, here you go. Love Sashimi. What would be the most terrible reoccurring nightmare for you to have, or do you already have one?
Terrible reoccurring nightmare.
What's a terrible reoccurring nightmare? I guess, terrible, like seeing like family and shit being killed or something. I can't do anything. Like, no.
Yeah.
Like Oliver's there, you know. He just kept seeing like Felicity die. For
me, it was. I mean, I used to have a bunch of reoccurring nightmares. Like I was fighting witches at one time. I'd have that like over and over and over again. So fighting witches, like not hot ones. Like,
dude, I used to have one where I was being chased by giant ants.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like I'd get crushed by like rocks and stuff.
That's funny.
It was terrible.
Because you probably have killed many ants in your life.
I was playing Zombies Ate My Neighbors, which have levels where there's giant ants you have to fight. And I think it was from that.
Isn't there a movie called Them about giant ants?
It's about giant ants. That's where the Zombie Ate My Neighbors, because it references a lot of like old movies and stuff like that, like Frankenstein and giant ants. Pepsi Queen says, Eric, here's a question for you.
Yeah.
If you were in prison and the biggest, buffest guy in prison stole some of your food, or all of it, how would you react?
Hit him.
You'd hit him?
Yeah.
The biggest, buffest guy?
You have to.
Looks like Goldberg.
You have to hit him. you have to show that you can't be a rollover. You can't roll over. Like you will get your ass beat, but they'll at least respect that you set up for yourself. You know, they're gonna go after the person that's never gonna fight back.
Yeah.
You know, because even he's the biggest guy. If I try to hit him or if I get him, he's not gonna like it. He's gonna beat my ass probably. It probably won't hurt as much, but it's gonna hurt less than the guy that doesn't fight back, or hurt more, I should say, than the guy that doesn't fight back.
Yeah. Okay. So you fight it, get it done that time, so hopefully you don't get beat up anymore or get your food taken anymore.
Yeah.
You don't have to put up.
When I was in the clink, I wasn't the bitch.
What?
You know.
This is only you and another guy. What do you mean the clink? You were there. I should have left you overnight.
I was the biggest guy there.
Oh yeah, I'll be there. Hey, he's gonna be there. He's gonna come get me, right? He's gonna get me.
Aaron, go get me.
Sorry, man. I had a flat tire. I had to get gas.
We're doing Christmas.
Grab some Wendy's. I'm hungry.
Oh, that's funny.
Crusader says I had to do it. I can't do it anymore, Oliver. Yesterday, I was a barista.
Oh my god.
That's what I was saying. I was saying that in there. I'm like, she's a barista. She has to be a hero.
Yeah. Huh. Radu Coffee Shop. There's a guy named Radu, but it's the coffee shop in Greenwich Village. Kyle Reinar frequents his coffee shop and has designed the logo for Radu's business. He was Green Lantern. Whenever...
Which is?
Kyle Reinar?
Yeah.
So that's another Green Lantern thing. They have a lot of Green Lantern stuff in this. I was trying to think, like... I think I've read a Green Lantern thing. Blackest Night, maybe? No. What was... When did... Was it not Jon Stewart? Who's the first Green Lantern?
The first Green Lantern?
Yeah. I don't know why his name is blanking right now. The, guy that... From the first movie.
From the first movie? That Ryan Reynolds played?
Yeah. Not Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart's the black guy. It's, why am I blanking on the name of Green Lantern right now, Aaron?
I don't know. You kept saying Jon Stewart.
I know.
No, I'm trying to think of his name.
Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
What a fool we are.
Hal.
Anyway, I think, like, Hal Jordan destroys the lanterns, and then during that time, Kyle becomes the Green Lantern. Right?
I don't know.
I think that's what
I don't know
it is.
the Green Lantern stories.
Yeah.
I used to only know Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
Used to.
Right.
And it was Jon Stewart. And then I don't know.
Well, anyway, it looks like Felicity was working at a Green Lantern coffee shop.
Alright, and then Hef says, did you guys think that the contrast between the prison and the other segments of the episode was too big? I like the new Green Arrow part, but compared to the prison one, it didn't feel that interesting.
I completely disagree. I think that I was engaged the entire time. Yep.
No, I thought the storyline fit really well. And I loved, like, the fight scenes they had with... Like, the fight scenes they had in prison were good, and then the fight scene they had with, like, Renee over on the other side was really good, and then story-wise, it was good seeing, like, where our characters are and seeing, like, okay, well, they're not all just fighting and hating each other, and they're kind of... They're not together, but they're not apart.
I mean, one is, Arrow, Oliver Queen locked up, and the other is the absence of Oliver Queen and the Arrow. So I don't think the contrast is something that would be, it'd be too different. But no, I loved every second of it. And then the ending just blew my mind. It's a perfect Arrow episode for me.
And then you have, like, the times when things come together, which was, like, when Diggle came over and talked with Oliver, and you had Felicity come over and talk with Oliver, and then you see... Like, them both, like, they're trying out here, and he's trying in here, and then they're crying right here, and I'm crying here, and...
We need a poll. Who is the Green Arrow?
I am the Green Arrow.
No. Oh. You're not Spartacus either.
It's Felicity. Felicity is the Green Arrow.
All right, so I think we got... Who could it be? We got Roy. It could be Roy.
Roy.
A lot of people had the idea of future William. Who else could it be?
Malcolm Merlin.
You son of a bitch. Okay. The Human Target. He could pull off some Arrow stuff.
Why is he here though?
I don't know.
He said, don't call me at least for another year.
Anybody. Who could it be? Human Target.
Tommy Merlin.
No. Who? He's dead.
Earth 2 Tommy Merlin.
Something happened to him, didn't it?
I don't remember.
And then the Nazi Tommy Merlin died too.
Damn it, man.
I'm gonna say no Tommy Merlin.
Come on.
No.
You can have future.
You got Malcolm. You get one Merlin.
A Merlin.
No. Who else? Who else could it be? Huntress?
Could it be like?
It didn't look like a girl.
Yeah, like I don't think it could be like Huntress or
Cupid. I don't have Cupid.
Nisa or something like that.
Could it be? It can't be.
Connor Hawk.
I think it's a man.
Young Diggle Jr. Like younger Diggle Jr.
I think we might have her for.
Well, you're gonna do crazy stuff.
We'll do an other. Okay.
That guy who got beat up in prison.
So, who is the new Green Arrow?
What if it's
Roy?
Diaz? What if it's Diaz?
William? Malcolm Merlin? Human Target? Or other? If you think it's someone else, vote for other and put it down in the comments. If you vote for one of the others, put down in the comments why you think it is that person.
It's Diaz.
And this is for bragging rights, everybody. So, Aaron, who do you pick?
Fuck, I don't know. It's too hard. Other. I feel like Other has it.
Other? It's so cheap. You're such a cheap person.
It gives me more options.
Fine, I get the other ones. If it's any of these, that's me. You get Other. How about that? Okay, we're good. Patreon.com/. Guys, thank you very much for watching this episode of Arrow. If you want to see more stuff, make sure you subscribe. We're going to be doing all the DC shows this year, all the DC CW shows, but maybe we'll do some other stuff. We'll see. Things are really busy. But check out Patreon where you can help us in to do stuff.
So